Hi. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Hey, Renee. So, we got a topic today. Typically, I just do like a little update, but I mean, everything's moving along and there's not much to report. So, I'm like, let's dive into some topics. So, tonight is going to be about goal setting because everyone has their health journey. But nobody talks about goals per se, or maybe they don't even know, or maybe some people don't even have a goal. Maybe they didn't even think about it, or they do have a goal, but it's just not clear or broken down enough. If that makes sense. I feel like my YouTube video is a little dark, but it is what it is. How's your day going? All right, um, so yeah, we're gonna talk about goals, and thank you for joining. Um, I wanted to talk about this topic because one, this is something that I do for work like all the time. Well, obviously, because I'm a support counselor. Um, that's my other job besides being a business owner of Entice and Renew. And I set a lot of goals with my clients so that way they're able to have something to work towards. And when it comes to health, right? A lot of people, they'll ask me, they'll be like, "Oh, does this help with this or this help with that?" And I'm like, like, what are you looking to get out of it? Like, what do you need the product for? Like, why are you, yeah, I could easily be like, "Oh yeah, it'll help with this," and just give it to them. But sometimes they don't even know why they need it. And I really think that's just really important for them to really know. So one of the questions is because everything goes back to, obviously health. And I ask, like, what are you trying to do? Like, and it's like, oh, I want to be healthier. Okay. Yeah, you want to be healthier. Well, there's so many ways to be healthier. There's exercise. There's, drinking more water, maybe eating more fruits and vegetables. I don't know, eating more raw foods, eating less fried foods, abstaining from sugar. So there's so many. I mean, the list can go on and on and on and on and on. But sometimes, the goal is so vague that it has to get broken down. It's like, all right, like for example, for me, when I started, with Renew with Jew, I knew my goal was to continue where I left off but that's really vague, because I do want to work out forever. I love the way it makes me feel good. I have energy, I sleep better. I can tell that my circulation is better. But it was one of those things where, sorry, something fell and it like made it just weirded me out. It's just one of those things where I had to like think about like, well, while I'm going towards that, what do I want to get out of this? And fitting into a size large was something that I wanted to get out of it. When it comes to food and comes to eating, like I have that down pack for the most part. I'm not 100%. Like I'm still learning myself. We're always learning and growing. Now, there's not one person in this world that knows everything. They may know a lot, but there's always something for them to learn. And so yeah, my goal was getting into a size large. So in order for me to do that, that meant I needed to be consistent. So I knew for me, my goal was consistency and discipline. Even when I don't feel like working out, I still got to do it. Now, obviously, there's days where I might be a little busier than others, and that's okay. That's fine. But I still needed to keep myself accountable. I still needed to, I still need to remain disciplined. I still need to keep going, And so, like, the definition of goal is the end towards effort is directed. So it's like, okay, you set that goal. There's that end, right? And it's like, well, what are you going to do to get there? There's so many paths to take to get to that end goal. So someone says, I want to lose weight. Okay. So what does losing weight look like? What does that entail? That may entail being more active. That may entail switching things up in your diet, like your eating lifestyle. That may entail reducing stress in so many ways. And it's like, it's so important to break it down smaller. So again, that person's goal is, I want to lose weight. Okay. Yeah. Which way? Where you want to start? You have so many areas to start. You know what? I want to start drinking more water because all I do is drink sodas all day. Okay. So a person can start there. The goal is still to lose weight, but now they're going to put their focus on drinking more water and drinking less soda. So and it's like, all right, how do they break that down? All right, well, 1 week, if they drink 3 sodas a day, cut it down to 2. The next week they can cut it down to 1. Obviously, replace that soda with a water. So that's just some examples on how to break that down, like, smaller. And I think another thing why it's so important to have a goal, because it leads you to something. And when you don't have one, you're going to be all over the place. You're going to be all over the place, and you don't even know what direction to get to. So yeah, it's kind of like coaching. You're basically coaching yourself, and it's a lot of trial and error. But so yeah, I think I covered everything, honestly. Oh, one more thing I did want to talk about is a lot of people say they want to be healthier. Identify what healthy means to you, because a lot of people don't know what goal they. I've had that a few times where it's like, what? Anyway, yeah, a lot of people, they'll have they want to be healthier, but they don't know what goal they want. Like, so it's like, all right, well, if you don't know right now, that's okay. Identify what healthy means. And sometimes when you're actually like, okay, and that's fine. And once you identify what those things mean, that's when you're able to say, oh, okay, this is what it means to me. And this is actually what some things that I want to achieve. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But thank you guys for joining, and I'm probably gonna go live on because I have to make body butter, so I might go live on my Instagram page, which is Entice Renew with Jew. For the first time, I actually didn't mess up my own page name. So if you want to stick around, I'll be on there probably, I don't know, somewhere around like 8:30 or something like that, because I gotta make all this body butter. But I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you for joining. And if you have any questions, definitely reach out. Love you guys.